Yeah. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. Yes, sir. Coast to coast mixtape DJs. Beats by Trent. Beats by Trent. Blunt Radio. I'm bad. Who's bad? I'm bad. Who's bad? I'm bad. Who's bad? Who's bad? I'm bad like Michael Jackson. I'm bad like Michael Jordan. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad like Michael Phelps. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad. Who's bad? I'm bad. Who's bad? I'm bad. Bad like Michael Jackson, boy, I'm off the wall. You better call Scottie Pippen, I'm bout the ball. Like MJ, 6 rings, a bull on the court, I put in work. Uppercuts like Mike Tyson, hustle like a stripper girl twerk. CML Ellis bad, I got my rock box in my hand. The leader of the clan, I'm my #1 fan. I hope by now you understand. I'm feeling myself, watching my health, motivating myself to build wealth. Like it's unbelievable, I can bust a bubble. Boy, I'm trouble, you should really be thinking humble. Boy, I'm assassin, conscious of us like Mike Myers, the king of the throne. Last words, I hate you, sire. A living legend, legacy of being the best of what I do, what I do, what I do. Understand that, fool? I'm bad, 5 foot fat. White folks will say bad. 6 kids call me dad. To y'all, I'm bad. Who's bad? I'm bad. Who's bad? I'm bad. Who's bad? Who's bad? I'm bad like Michael Jackson, I'm bad like Michael Jordan, I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad like Michael Phelps, I'm bad like Michael Johnson, I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad like Mike Myers, I'm bad like Michael Jackson, I'm bad. I'm bad. Who's bad? I'm bad. Who's bad? I'm bad.
Colorado to New York, we get it in. Roll through your city with some badass twins. I'm that badass man. You might calm me down with some cash in my hand.
I'm bad. I go hard. Damn it, I'm airtight. I'm a bomb over bag that explode at night. I'm the king in the jungle. Fearless in the rumble, won't crumble. Fucking nigga up, I put weed in the tumble. I'm record breaking like Usain Bolt. I quote. Lyrics so electric you can catch a joke. I'm a relentless competitor, losing not an option. Didn't you see my Facebook? Read the caption. Baby, stay in your cribs, stop popping at your jibs. Stick to ad-libs, stop acting for the dibs. Like Quentin, I'm a rampage, destructive like silver. Before you blink, I'll split your funny, I'll get you. I'm fire to your blood, funny than D-Ray jokes. Sturdy in the hottest spokes, leaning like Houston folks. DJ FXP, I'm bad. Who's bad? I'm bad. I'm bad. Who's bad? I'm bad. Who's bad? I'm bad. Who's bad? Who's bad? I'm bad like Michael Jackson. I'm bad like Michael Jordan. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad like Michael Phelps. I'm bad like Michael Johnson. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad like Mike Myers. I'm bad like Michael Jackson. I'm bad. I'm bad. Who's bad? I'm bad. Who's bad? I'm bad.
What's up, y'all? You are now tuned in to OneBluntRadio.com, KSOSDB, Denver. Loud out of cats and still smoking the bellows. It's the midday bird. No, it's not. Damn.
No, it's the All-American
It's the All-American Wrestling Show. Wrestling, baby.
WRASS.
Wrestling.
LING. Wrestling.
Man, this microphone seems to be picking up at an incredible level. Like, wow. I know we came in screaming at y'all. Like, whatever happened, man. Didn't get a mic for the show before. It frizzed out. Now we got too much mic. It frizzed in. What the fuck, man? You need some weed in your life. Let me get a dab from you, Big Sam. Let me smoke for the mic. Now, hey, y'all. This is the All-American Wrestling Show, hosted by Big Sal, hosted by Dr. Kush, hosted by Mr. Bear Quantabomb. And congratulations, Bear, because he just graduated this week in college. He's a college graduate.
Nice.
That's what's up, man. Way to go. Way to go. Yeah. Now, I know you have a new wrestling name and a wrestling host name that you're going to use. What's that wrestling host name again?
I'm actually going to go under a Steamroller Jones, the heavyweight smoker of the world.
Steamroller Jones. Y'all got that? And I ain't going to give y'all the name, but I'm going to tell you, we got some awesome guests lined up to join us on the All-American Wrestling Show.
Yep.
From superstars to some of the dopest independents. We're going to talk wrestling. And we're going to keep y'all in the loop as they keep us in the loop. Because right now, I run so much that I miss some of my favorite wrestling shows.
Taking a little dab break. Gotta smoke some dabs. Why not? We're on One Blunt Radio and you're hanging with the heavyweight smoker of the world. Shoot. Blazing all day. I smoke more by 10 a.m. than most people do all day.
Hey, man, if you hang out with Big Sal, everywhere his table is, he hosts the highest moments. Like, you see people come and go from Big Sal's area. It's like a body slam.
Huh.
He lifts you up, holds you there for a minute, brings you down. Bam! Guys, hell. Steamroller Jones. Don't let him roll over you. So what's hot right now in wrestling, Big Sal? What's the trend? What way do you think wrestling going? Is it the extreme? Is it the high acrobats and the super maneuver type wrestlers?
It all depends, because I'm a person of hardcore. I've always liked hardcore and blood and stuff like that of the wrestling. It's more of the realest of the real because you're seeing real blood, you're seeing real impact as usual with everything. But when it comes to also the high flying and acrobatics, that's always a good thing because people always love seeing people doing a moonsault or even doing some type of high acrobatic like high moon or 720 flip onto someone or a crowd of some people, So it all depends on what a person likes, but me, I'm a hardcore person. I do like acrobatics, but I'm also a big guy, so I can't really do acrobatics. So I do more of the big bear hugs and power slams and, and overpowering people type of stuff,
I see by your video you like weapons of choice, with wires.
The barbed wire bats, the tack bats, the kendo sticks, tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my,
D-Bon, get the dabber. Yeah. That's where that came from. D-Bon, get the table.
Actually, a rumor is Douglas might be coming to Colorado sooner or later. You never know.
Oh no, you got the Deadly Boys, D-Bon, get the table.
I was talking about them because we're actually talking about Slave of the Death Match coming up in September. All types of good shows coming up. Going to be happening at the Watering Bowl over off of Leedsdale too. So they're going to be setting up good wrestling shows. And talking about that, there's already shows being booked all the way till the end of the year. So
we might have to go in there and offer some live remotes, huh? Go cover them shows. I think they need somebody over there like you get at WWE, some good announcer hosts covering it on the radio.
They already have the announcers, but I think it would be awesome for us to go in and just do some wrestling talk and see how it is for an independent federation that's here in Colorado, how they're doing it.
Sure will be dope. That's homegrown right there. And, just like our music, we're about the independence. So, it's gonna be cool to get some of them superstar interviews, like when we get superstar interviews on the radio. But it's always best when you get to expose new talent, when you get to show that rare new breed of what's out there, and whatever art it is, whatever craft you do, it's dope when you're able to say, this is so and so. You might not ever seen him, but if you go check him out, you possibly will become a new fan.
Oh yeah.
And that's dope, you know what I'm saying? Because for me, I grew up as a wrestler. Like when I think hardcore, you know, one of my favorites was Hardcore Holly. Hardcore Holly, he would take it to you. Like if he got on top, he would take it to you. You know, of course, we know you can't go away from your boy Mankind. You can't go away from
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley, yes,
honestly, a really genuine guy. Guaranteed. I've met him and talked to him, and very smart guy.
And of course,
funny guy.
Terry Funk.
Terry Funk. Oh, hardcore legend. You're talking about two hardcore legends.
To the bone, like.
You know? And there's even times I've even met other people, and I've never even really taken pictures with them too. You know, like Ken Shamrock. Who else? Was it The Butcher or something like that? There's all types of people, and I enjoy just mostly meeting people and enjoying hearing some of their stories, because it's more of an insight also, because I've been in this business for a while, and hopefully now coming back sooner or later back to the ring. And when I do, you know, it's insight and cheat codes that they've given me to let me know what's going on and how I can do things even better than what I'm already doing. And see, that's the best thing you could do, is just learning from the vets, as I call them.
So what do you think about the vets that have the wrestling schools?
There's actually, the Butcher Shop is actually one of the main wrestling schools that I know of here in Colorado. And actually I went through there and learned a lot of my stuff. And if not, I still train there too when I do get time. But it's going to be more like... I would want to see more younger people get into it. I like to see the teenagers and the mid-20s. That's fine, because then you can do shows with those type of people. But also I want to see younger kids get into it, so they can start learning at a young age how to do stuff. But then also it'll just build up after time. Because if you start them young, you know, they'll train quick.
You look at some of the ones that come from second generation and third generation families, and how they started.
Rey Mysterio. Look at Rey Mysterio.
You look at Devon Eriks. You look at the
Rock.
Definitely the Rock. You look at the Hart Foundation. The Harts.
Oh, the Harts. Oh, I have so much love for the Harts.
You know what I'm saying?
I have much love.
You go to family, Vern Gagne, Greg Gagne, the Gagne. You know, AWA. Take you way back.
Yeah. See.
You know what I'm saying? You go to lineage where those guys, you can tell they started, like you said, as kids, because they was technical wrestlers. They could put you in varieties of submission moves. And you can tell the ones that they had their move. But you run into a Bret Hart, I might put you in a figure four. I might put you to sleep. I don't know which one I'm going to put on you. It just depends on what position you put yourself in. Because I was trained by my dad who was, and you know, and
the Harts. And then that was, Bret Hart had one of the best quotes, you know, also.
Yes.
I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. You know, and I honestly, he is still today, as a technical wrestler, one of the best. And his statement still lies. I've seen technical wrestling a lot, and nobody's really majorly impressed me lately, because it's all the same. But like back in the day stuff, Bret Hart is amongst one of the best.
I mean, because you got to remember, like, they innovated moves.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you come out in the new week and it's like, what was that? What was that?
And also, you know, the sharpshooter. Just picture that, you know. That has put so much pressure on your back, it's going to make a lot of people submit anyway. You know, because you're not supposed to be bending that way. It's bending backwards.
You're not. And man, just think, we got Monday nights at the Watering Bowl tonight. Make sure you make it through. We got Rob Fritz, but wrestling is coming to the Watering Bowl.
And I will get you those dates here soon.
And we'll make sure we keep you guys posted so you guys can jump on and join in. Join in. Because we'll also be giving things away from HTG Supply on the Wrestling Show.
Yeah.
Giving things away from Blunt Radio on Royal Blunts.
Who doesn't like free stuff? Come on.
Who doesn't like the free stuff? If you don't, it's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
It's a total problem. I don't understand people that don't like free stuff. And, you know, we're gonna have special fans every now and then show up and have them sit in on the show with us and get budded out and let them give their feeling, the fan experience of what you see in wrestling. Because
I could bring some hardcore fans. I could bring all types of people, wrestlers. There's a lot of people I've been talking to just lately, just within the federations that I know, and they're doing a lot of stuff. I think I got a couple of dates actually right here.
Okay.
June 29th at the Watering Bowl, Bizarro 4 is the name of the wrestling show that's going on. And that is through Primo's Hardcore and Wrestling. June 29th at the Watering Bowl, 5411 Leedsdale Drive. I think the show and the doors open up at 6.
So see, independent wrestling, y'all be able to keep up with it now. We're going to keep the dates. And we're going to find out about the other organizations too. We're going to turn y'all on because I know there's another wrestler that was in the mainstream that has an organization out here, doesn't he? I always forget his name.
There's actually like
Bobby Lashley.
There's 3 or 4 different federations that are around, but the ones I'm going to probably focus on and with is probably Primo's, because I think it's a really good place because they have not just only do the shows, but they have also a training facility to actually train people.
And that's dope. I would love to go and take a walk through the training facility and do something for the video side and put it on Blunt TV and let them get a back experience of what it takes to become a wrestler.
Oh yeah, it's hard work. You know, every time you hit that ring, that's your body weight and that's you hitting the ring. Every time somebody hits you with the chair, that's that connection between you and the chair, you know. There's no stopping it. And
there's certain parts of the chair that you should hit them with.
Oh yeah, see, there's the parts right there with becoming a wrestler. You learn how to use weapons in certain ways that you're supposed to, and also other ways you're not supposed to. So, because when you're wrestling, honestly, you have one other person's life in your hand, and you got to think of that all the time. Is a life next to you. You don't want to really like kill the person. You don't want to majorly hurt them and get them distraught. You want to make sure you perform a good show and make sure you do it right. And make sure when doing it right that you're not getting yourself hurt at the same time. You know, you want to make sure that everything is according to plan to how you were trained. Because if you were trained different than another person, then you guys talk everything through and say, hey, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that. Because there's some people in the hardcore world that don't know how to use certain weapons. And that's when you mostly gotta show and teach people. Because see, that's what it is in any industry, is it's always education. You always want to educate people. Always want to make sure that people know what's going on and educate them about anything. See, because like I'm in multiple industries, and that's all I'm mostly doing is always trying to teach people everything, especially in wrestling. You can't just jump in the ring and just be like, all right, let's wrestle, I know everything. Because you don't. You're going to learn how to run the ropes right. You're going to learn how to take a front bump, a back bump, a butt bump, you know, or even how to take a hip toss to even a back bump from going into a flip into landing on your back. So make sure your heels and your feet are landing flat with you, you know, because if you're not making sure you're landing right, the impact is going to be focused wherever you're landing most. So if you land on your hip wrong, you're going to hurt your hip.
As you say that, I can understand that because I jumped out of airplanes. So, you know, you're coming down anywhere from 15 miles an hour to 30, 35 miles an hour, possibly 40 miles an hour if the wind kicks up on you. And if you land on your feet or position your body wrong in a PLF, preparatory landing fall, either you break hip, leg, back, or either you roll like a sack of potatoes, or either you break an ankle because you hit something and bounce and jackknife in. Like if you don't place your feet right, and you can't predict what way you're gonna land. Some days the wind might bring you in forward. Some days the wind might spin you around and bring you in backwards. So you might come in sideways. So you got to know on the back landing, you don't land the same with the front landing. You position your feet different. So if you position your feet wrong, like what you're saying, that's where you put the pressure of that landing on your body at.
Exactly, and like, see, if you're not landing right out of like the airplane, of course you're gonna have like spinal injuries all the time, or if not even hip, knee injuries, you know, because that stuff happens all the time. And same thing with the wrestling, you know. I was in a battle royal one time, and I was going at it with a couple people, and a while ago, I dislocated my shoulder in a rock climbing accident, and in the wrestling Royal Rumble type of thing, I actually dislocated it again while hitting somebody.
Right.
And I had to roll out of the ring and go backstage, and I had people rush back there making sure I was alright. And I just told them, hey, my arm's dislocated, and it's actually this arm, and it dislocates once in a while, but I mostly know how to pop it in now. And that I try not to worry about it, and I try to do it myself, you know. But those are like some of the injuries you get. And there's also gashes and bruises, of course, of all types, you know. Every time you do a chop, which is mostly when someone grabs their hand and hits you right across your chest, and it just makes that big old slap noise, and people are usually going, ooh, and they go, do it again, and then some people do it like almost like 5 or 6 times. Well, I've actually chopped somebody in the chest to actually break their chest open and have them bleed. Or if not, there's been times that people have hit people so hard that they've gotten bruises like within the next days. Yeah. You know? So
Ric Flair, I could see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I could see Ric Flair giving chops that would make you bleed.
Is that wrestling you talking about?
Yeah.
Wrestling. I thought that was funny.
Oh no.
That's what they always told me.
Oh no. Wrestling is not fake. I must also say that wrestling is not fake. It's choreographed in some ways because it's mostly training of basic training of what you're used to in the gym. You got to learn how to take a hip toss. You got to learn how to take a slam. You got to learn how to take a power bomb. Even learn how to take even a hard buckle, they call it, when you're mostly getting thrown from one edge to the ring to the hard buckle and mostly hit off that and fall to the ground. See, you've got 2 impact points. Oh, that's my left.
Oh, wow. It's pulling up something off of the corner. Oh, I see.
Yeah, you pull it every time.
Even higher.
Yeah, with wrestling and all that, it's not really fake. You have to learn how to take those impacts. Like when you take the hard buckle, you got to learn how to take it right. Like if you're going frontwards or backwards, or if not, if you're going to fall back afterwards, you know, depending. And if so, you got to learn how to take that front bump too. Because if not, you could hurt yourself no matter what.
I thought you had to go to like a school for that.
You do.
Like a stunt school.
Well,
I thought you guys was really good stuntmen, honestly.
See, that's the thing too, is you could probably do stunt work, or if not, you could do acting and stuff like that too.
It looks like
but it is. But then also, it's mostly still impact. You know,
but
like
you still actually get hit sometimes.
Oh, all the time.
All the time.
Like that's my blood all the time. And every time you see blood, that's mine.
That's real blood.
Oh yeah, and it's not people say it's a blood packet or whatever. No, that's our real blood. Because I don't do
stuff in the mouth like in the movie.
No, I don't do the fake wrestling. I do the hardcore.
Because there is some fake wrestling, isn't it?
No,
it's not.
No, even the stuff on WWE is not fake. Everything is learned in a school, and yes, you have to choreograph everything to an extent in a match. But other than that, it's still on a wing, and you still have to do everything that you have to do. You know, like every hit, every bump, or every time you go through a table, chair shot, all that stuff, you're getting hit. Every time that impact.
And you could actually break stuff or damage yourself.
Plenty of times. If you looked up back in the day wrestlers, like even Shawn
Michaels. That's what I'm talking about, back in the day wrestling. I thought that was
even nowadays wrestlers, they're not hurt now. But in the future, they will be. I guaranteed. Because
because like football,
because like kind of there's always an impact on every type of thing you do. Like if you're taking a whole bunch of body slams, or even if you like land on your back a lot, you're taking impact on all your back. Oh yeah, see, especially like me as a big guy, if I'm doing an impact and I do the anarchy bomb, that thing is mostly me jumping off the second rope and landing on somebody, but I'm mostly impacting my elbows and forearms and my knees while I'm landing on them, so I can make sure I'm not going to literally crush them, but I'm still landing on them. You know?
Do you ever be scared you're gonna hurt somebody or kill somebody?
I hurt people all the time. That's
I
my
mean,
job.
like, I'm talking about like
It's
hurt them to
hardcore.
death.
It's hardcore.
It's hardcore.
Like they die.
We don't want
That's why you sign waivers.
Have anybody ever died?
Oh yes.
From you?
From me? Have I killed a man?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I'm
Just
not
making sure.
I'm not gonna say that on radio.
That's a good answer. She said,
You look like a killer.
see, hey, Big South said, he said, people see him, they look, they be nervous, but you got to come over and speak to him because he's a big teddy bear.
No.
Nice as can
That's
be.
scary.
But yeah, I actually have a YouTube video out now. If you guys want to go look up Big Sal from Denver, it actually has my resume. But then also, if you look up Big Sal from Denver as Anarchy, that actually shows you my wrestling character that I wrestled as a PH&W, mostly Primo's Hardcore and Wrestling. And it has also some of the other superstars that I've worked with or have not been around with in the industry that have known of my wrestling character too. So just go ahead and check it out on YouTube.
Okay, what's the name again?
I am actually going to show you personally right here.
Okay.
So you can check it out.
Yeah, we're going to get this dope look. And while he's doing that, we're going to give you a quick song. And then we'll be back and we're going to take you to the last half of this as we get ready to bring you after this into Virtuous Women.
And fire it up.
Fire it the fuck up.
Yep. Shout out.
Check it out, y'all. I'm so high right now that I'm drunk. I can't even read the note. It's bad. I hate that. Y'all talking. Why y'all talking? Hey, back on the beat style. DJ FX made a Swiss. Most flows I hit niggas with 1-2s. Told for the time I come through, I just let you know. From Colorado to Escondido, I don't even know what that is, but I'll still let you know, and I'll let them know.
Yes, call me Mr. Poe no more. I'm calling niggas out across the country and the state. I ain't got no hate, but if y'all think we ain't going hard, then fuck with Freddie Count, I still hit you.
Yeah, he's hot in the city. I've been waiting to bless Ethels, now Ethel's blessing you, see. Yeah, I grab the microphone and I let loose like juice, every time I get loose.
Yeah, he's sick with the microphone. I'm so sick I make your brow want to rock my own, but ain't never my fault that you're pimping in his mind. You hating, dog, but I really don't.
I don't even think about the haters in the state of the CO, cause they ain't got no money on flow, hate on fuck with me though. Yeah, I ain't even calling your name cause you ain't worth a damn thing, so I'ma just swing and bang.
Catch the Cougar 150 in the dash. 150 in the dash. He's gone every time you get him, split him, hit him. Never know, like Mike Tyson in the days before Robin Givens, one hitter.
Yes, sick to the brain every time I come through. I feel my hitters and I don't feel your pain. Yes, I'm so extravagant, so sweet. Every time I come through, I'm giving to you down to one ass.
Why y'all hating me? Why y'all hating me? Why?
Yeah, I know why y'all hate me. Cause people like me with lyrical flows, I'm great like cheese easily. Think I please. Better pick up on your games before you try to mess with me. Yeah, grab the microphone and take off. Call me supernova. Boy, treat you like Rover. Catch the dog, boy, I just do it up the block. Cause I'm super hot, I got the whole game on lock. You know why?
Cause people like me spit lyricals and we do it like I must die. Before I even let my flow go for sure though. Catch a bro on the low though. Holler out, you won't see me underground, digging toes. Something like the racket, but I won't like a llama. Cause I'm locking the game down so easily. Please, she don't fuck around and try to ever disrespect me. Call you out on $1,000 bet, but you more like a bluff when I come through and let you get roughed up. Rough and rugged, come through, still can't love it. Love it. And niggas like they won't ever hug it, come close to me. When you touch me, see, come easy to find. It's a G, that's easy to find. It's a King, that's easy to find. To do the go, it's lies and I'm gonna go easily. Call me, see.
What you hate for? What you hate for? What you hate for? What you hate for? What you hate for?
See, I'm kinda frustrated, drunk and even high. So I'm gonna spit this shit till I do it all night. Start using them cuss when I bust like Kanye. I'm living a good life, no strife. Even single, no wife, but I'm something like that, like you. Need about 4 bras that's down with me. Worthy to make the whole squad, so go down so easily. Hater proof, that's why y'all hating, but I don't give a damn. Still came through, spit lyrics, made your cruise ram. They dismantle, get money to join the team, but hell no. We don't fuck with traitors, that's what we on our own, y'all. It's something like payback, in FXB. With something like gumbo, with the greatest gangster group you see. Yeah, that's spit that you can't understand, that's statewide. Y'all loco, so I don't even try to play right. I'm something like an algebra question. I might go to the 10th power, cause I spit more lyrical things than you can ever empower. I'm something like Obama, uplift you with my miracles and my speeches every time. You know I'm teaching why you hating me. Cause a nigga like me constantly flows, constantly goes on. Why you hating me? Cause I'm grabbing the microphone and I'm treating better than your blood. Why you hating? 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 Why you hating?
Alright, we back. The Wrestling Show. The All-American Wrestling Show. Hosted by Big Sal, Barry Quantaball, and me, Dr. Kush.
About to do a dab.
Put some good vibrations of smoke in the air.
Dab
We was just
away.
talking about getting hit with the baseball bat with tacks in it. That tacks got stuck in their head and they had to use needle noses to take them out.
Oh yeah, there's multiple times that like there's people that use a tack bat, and what it is a giant wiffle ball bat, which is really soft with 2-sided tape, and you put your tacks on it single with the head on the bat with the tacks hanging out, so it's called just like a tack bat. So when you hit somebody, the tacks fly everywhere, but also they stick in the person's head and all that stuff too. So which there's been plenty of wrestlers that's taken this and also guaranteed that their endorphins kick up so much that some of them get really jittery too, because it's really almost, it's pretty massive to take one of those. And what you do is when you're taking one of those, you just mostly just head bomb it, dude, or depending on how they hit you on your back, your leg, or whatever, you know, you just gotta take it as is, you know. But sometimes there's the back pieces of the tack that fall off when in contact with your dome with the bat. So you need needle noses at the end of the show sometimes in your first aid kit to take out tacks if you can't take them
So
out.
you bring your own first aid kit.
Oh yeah, I bring everything I need. My own first aid kit. I make sure that everything is sanitized that I use. I make sure everything's good because you're hurting your body. You're getting open wounds. You could get bacteria in there. You could get staph infection. You could get all types of things, if anything. But if anything, you want to mostly try to keep everything sterile as possible to make sure, you know. I even tell wrestlers, you know, wash your ass. If not for yourself, for your partner, man. Damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, some of these people have some raunchy BO, and I'm just like, you know, I'm training with some of these people, and it's like, oh, man, wash your ass. And I tell them that all the time. You
It's
know,
imperative.
yeah. If not for you, for your partner. You know.
Wash that ass.
Yeah, because you know you're getting all hands on, and you're like literally, if you're in a headlock and someone's not putting something on, it's like whew. And that's like some of the things that are like Hulk Hogan did that for a while. He would drink his like egg shake or his egg something and leave a little bit of egg in his mustache and leave it there for like an hour or something like that. So when he wrestled somebody and lock up with them, he could go and like have raunchy, nasty egg smell go towards them. You know, that's like some of the old vets and some of their little.
That's hilarious.
It's hilarious that they hear the insights of it, you know, and not nobody knows that. And see, that's one of the insights that no one would even think about. And that's just some of the stuff that he does too, and as well as other people. You know, you're still wrestling somebody and beating on them, but you know they're also family too. You know, you want to make sure they're getting out of there safe and sound and not broken. You want them to go back to their family too. You know, we're here for your entertainment. You know, do not try this at home unless you are fully trained. Yard tards, keep that in the backyard. Don't take that out, and don't be all trying to do that stuff at home. You know, be safe.
Yeah, I used to see them videos with young kids jumping off the roof.
Yeah, being yard tards. You know, they see everything and they don't understand what we're actually doing because we're actually having training on all this stuff.
Yeah, because they was jacking themselves up in the backyard. That's why WWE had to put that thing out like, don't do this at home. Cause,
right.
Warning, don't be a yard tard.
Warning, you're going to fuck yourself up.
Yep, especially if you don't know what you're doing. You know, you have a whole life ahead of you, and I've seen young kids get paralyzed doing stupid stuff. And honestly, just don't try it at home unless you actually know what you're doing. And there's guaranteed, not everybody can take a power driver. And I've seen people get paralyzed just off of that, you know.
Right. And it's not cute.
Doing some pretty good tasty dabs over here of some Midnight Star. It's good. What do you think?
I gotta go find my weed. I lost it.
I can see it now though.
It's got to be in my car.
Egg on your mustache.
Yeah,
Takes this.
But then also, you know, there's like other people who won't even like put on the underarm deodorant, so that when they put you in a headlock, you get a big old whiff of like their pit. And that's when you want to like get out of the lock really quick, and then that's when you like give them a receipt or something like that, you know. But which is like a good clothesline.
Right.
So with wrestling, there's just all types of things. You know, you got to think. There's all types of different matches. You have your ladder matches. You have your table matches. You have barbed wire matches. Have you ever seen some of the old school death matches when they used C4?
Yes.
Yeah, like if you bring up King of the Death Match on the internet, King of the Death Match, brings up a whole bunch of stuff with Mick Foley, Chainsaw Charlie, or Terry Funk, and a lot of that stuff is in Japan. And here in America, people make fun of wrestling. In Canada, they use it, and in Canada and Mexico, they use it as a sport. And in Japan, they honestly think of you almost as a god just because you're doing these death matches. You're putting your life on the line to bleed out for their entertainment and to do the stuff that no one else is doing, you know. And out there, it's huge. And all the death matches are always so crazy compared to stuff that's even here. And I've done some minor stuff compared to even what they've even done out there. And and there's actually people I even know that go out to Japan that tour just to go out there that are hardcore legends, or if not hardcore vets that I know, like Madman Pondo. Gotta give good big shout outs to him. He's a Slave of the Deathmatch champion, as well as also one of the best hardcore guys out there to do stuff out in Japan, because like he's known, internationally known. So, and once you're saying you're internationally known, you know you've done something right. I'm not going to say any person's made it or not made it, but you know, once you're known, you're doing something right, you know.
Very known. But yeah, I have to agree.
Do you want another dab?
Yeah.
Getting everybody dabbed out in here.
Man, it's like a body slam.
Bam.
So, what do you think about Undertaker? You think he's about done?
Undertaker is one of my favorites. Always will be one of my favorites ever since he came aboard. So he is actually one of the major enforcers known in the WWE, because that's another thing you probably would need to know about. There's people that are known as vets that are known as wrestling enforcers, and he's one of them. All those people that are the old school guys, if you've messed up and you're not doing everything and you're not training right, Vince McMahon's going to put a match against you, against one of the enforcers. Undertaker, for instance. So, him, he's had a great run.
Awesome run.
He's an awesome guy, awesome run, done a lot of things, inspired a lot of people. But then also you got to think about every wrestler will always have an end, because your neck, it could go out and you could have to have it infused, and you could be having the end of your wrestling is done. You could go in and get slammed wrong and hurt your hip and have to have it reconstructed, but then have no pressure ever to be impacted on it, so your wrestling is done. You could go in and snap your back falling from a scaffold 2 stories high onto someone on a table and break your back doing that for someone's entertainment. But then after that, you're done. You know? And a lot of people don't see that.
Do you have a union? Or do
no.
you have stuff like football players and
no.
other sports people?
Not really. That's more of independent. It's like
So what happens if you get hurt? Who pays for it? Do you have to have your own insurance? Or
Oh yeah, sometimes, yeah, definitely. And when it comes down to it, there's some federations that help out with paying you and doing stuff, but like honestly, it's very minimal too sometimes. But then also certain people worked and done being vets, like even Diamond Dallas Page. Like I've seen him; he's made almost like $3,000 sometimes on certain matches. You know, so
that's pretty good to break your back.
That's not even him doing that. Like, but like with the hardcore wrestlers, it's harder
He's
for
not
us.
wrestling. He's
He's
a
not
money
wrestling.
maker person.
Yeah. Well, he's doing a lot of yoga stuff too now, so he has other things to focus on too. He has tons of things. That man,
So is it like you can get rich like Hulk Hogan in there, or what?
No, because it takes time.
Takes
And still,
time. You gotta be
even
moving
if you
stuff.
look at Hulk Hogan, look at how many back surgeries and knee surgeries he's been through.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
he's
he
had
go
a
through some
lot.
kind of depression or something.
Well, I remember when I was
But
watching
that
the
was-
Hogan show when Vince McMahon pretty
I
much
used to love him though.
had to beg him to come back, and even when his knee was bad, and he said, "You know, I can't wrestle." And he's like, "Yeah, but I just need you to come back, fake it, just come back, announce, whatever." But he needed that push. He needed the Hogan push. And I remember on that show, pretty much guaranteed his merchandise movement, get him some money back. Because Hogan was going through some money crunch too, so he kind of took a
Because
better.
of his divorce, because
Yeah.
that woman just sucked
And he had
him
some type
dry.
of depression thing too, like a downer, like he went down, spiraled down, but he came back.
Well, he has his beach shop too now. Down in Florida, he has the beach shop. He goes in there regularly. He goes, works out, and he does a lot of stuff too. So
That's good.
he keeps his
And his
mind-
merchandise is in the mainstream now.
Yeah.
Because of that deal he cut. He's going to always be selling.
That's good though. For sure.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 'Cause I used to love him. I don't know.
You used to.
Yeah, I don't care about wrestling that much no more. Boxing, none of that, like I used to when I was young.
But see, even when it comes
Because I
down
was
to
scared. I didn't want my kids to do that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
But see, even when it comes down to wrestling and all that stuff, like it's the fans who make you or break you, and also it's the fans you do that for. And me,
Right.
I've always seen a lot of little kids that loved my characters, and I've taken pictures with some cool kids. And actually, one of my favorite stories of all times with me that touched my heart was I met this little kid, and I put him on my shoulder and literally like flexed my arm and had him up, like pretty much like this, and people can't really see me, but like you're flexing your arm and you have them on your bicep, and I took a picture with the kid, and next thing you know, 3 years later, that same kid came up to me with that picture and asked me to sign that picture.
Oh, that's dope.
And that just touched my heart.
Yeah.
It made me feel really good because of that was so long ago. I almost forgot about the picture until I saw it. And then after that, I asked the parents for the digital print of that, and I got it from them. And ever since then, I put it in my video just recently too.
Right.
Which I love the video I kind of put together because
It's
it
nice.
does reminds me of a lot of stuff from back in the
There's
day.
a lot
too.
of good pictures.
You know, just a lot of good memories too.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know,
like for you, it's good memories. For us, it's just like you see so many wrestlers that you recognize, even the ones you don't. You can just see, like, you go through a journey of your career just through the video. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, and just I will sooner or later, as Steamroller Jones, the heavyweight smoker of the world, will be coming back to wrestling. But also, as that character, I will be having more positive community type of outlook on it too, because I'm bringing wrestling and the community together type of thing with the 420 community, because I'm going to be that type of character, because it's pretty much fitting me anyway, as my gimmick
Right.
is almost my real personality character, you know. So I could go as Steamroller Jones, but it's really just Big Sal, smoking up, chonging out with everybody, still being the wrestler.
Well, I know this little boy that used to live over there where he off of
I can imagine the finish move, the vapor.
And he got his teeth knocked out. And the boys jumped on him. But he had a coach that trained him to wrestle. I seen him not too long ago. This is like years ago. He's big and beautiful, and he's like a champion wrestler here. So it helped him. It really did.
And like,
Because
if you learn how to wrestle, you know, you could go anywhere and do it. And once you find the federations and tour, you know, it's you can make it everywhere. And it's fun experiences, but sometimes it's painful. Like for that 20 minutes of your entertainment that I sometimes pull out, I will suffer almost 2 days after that match, if not more,
Just
depending
feeling
on the
bad.
lacerations that we have,
Right.
you know. And people don't recognize that as a hardcore wrestler. And the thing is, we're literally giving people our blood, sweat, and tears for their entertainment, and just to make sure that they
So you
back
have to
us.
wrestle a lot to make a living.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you want to wrestle a lot, let's say that you're making only like for that half hour of pain and blood that you have to throw down on the mat, let's say you only make $50. Now you went to that state. Let's say you had to travel to a state and you talked to that promoter and you only made like $75. How much is your hotel? Like, honestly, think about that. Like, people don't think about your hotel, your gas, going place to place, and still being a wrestler, you know, to entertain people just for that 20 minutes, hour, you know. I've seen, and if you're wrestling an hour, you should be honestly in the Ring of Honor and honestly in the Iron Man competitions, because that is amazing. If you could wrestle a whole hour
Yes.
at a time,
Because that's a long...
six times a month minimum, it's like 6 hours of getting beat up. But you got to picture about the 7 hours of travel between each state or each travel, you know. So you got to think about time, and a lot of people don't think about that, you know.
Yeah.
They just say, "Oh yeah, look at I'm just gonna go see this person. They're backstage right now getting ready," which takes time. Getting gigs ready, getting your tape ready, wrapped up, getting your elbow pads on, getting your knee pads on. Some people wear spandex. I personally don't really wear. I don't like to wear spandex, but if I have to, I usually like to wear Dickies with my wrestling boots. You know, but wrestling boots, you know, they're pricey. Fucking $300 for a fucking pair of boots that I only wear like only a certain amount of time. You know.
So when you get too old to wrestle, what would you be doing? Would you be training younger people how to do it?
Me personally, I could be training, but I have multiple
when you get
things.
too old.
When I'm an older person,
To pass it on.
I could pass it on. I'm already passing it on to the twins right now. I'm already learning, teaching them how to frog splash off the top of the playground. You know, pretty much jumping from that high to me, just bam, when I catch them. You know, I'm already teaching them how to take a real hit. Like I'm all like, come here, take it like a wrestler, and I'll do it right in front of people. You'll hear a loud smack and like you almost hit them, but they'll just be like, and they'll just mess around, you know. But like stuff like that, you know, I teach them some stuff already.
Because like I said, that wrestling saved this little boy's life. Because some boys jumped on him. He was a nice kid and knocked all his teeth out when he was like 13. And so he started wrestling. He ain't had no more problems. And he's real big too. On top of that, when I saw him,
Everybody needs an outlet,
right,
of some sort.
because that
And
messed
like,
him up.
I have multiple outlets, which is pretty awesome. I enjoy doing multiple things. And I'm actually starting to get back to doing my painting and doing my artwork that way too. So that's another outlet I do. So I'll have tons of weed art coming out.
Weed art.
Yeah.
Everybody loves good weed art.
I'm working on
Yes.
something now.
Weed art is very imperative.
And I use acrylic-based paints, so it's actually really nice. And on mostly canvas mediums. So
Yeah, I like acrylic. I'm too impatient for oil.
yeah,
It takes too long.
too messy.
You said too messy, too long.
It takes too long to dry, and my daughter uses it.
Anybody want a dab?
I'm
Dab?
taking that.
You take it.
You take a dab, you take a dab.
There you go.
You gotta help me.
Just suck.
Now, smoking this weed. Talking about body slams. Show you what it is.
Oh God.
You said you wanted to
So, once again, the 29th at the Watering Bowl,
Yep.
we got Primo's
Bizarro 4.
Bizarro 4.
Yep. I think it's $10 at the door. And with it being over at the Watering Bowl, guaranteed you could probably go on the back patio and probably smoke up with Steamroller Jones or somebody back there. So
Awesome.
that's where I'll be.
Just some random fans stand back.
Right. Just kind of cool fans. Take your mind away.
Next
Feel the
dab.
pressure.
You ready?
So I'm still dabbing in about 2 minutes. We know the event there. Is there anything else you want to remind them about real quick?
Mostly check out The Butcher Shop on Facebook, or if not, look up primoswrestling.com and look up everything like that on the YouTube and see if you like some of the hardcore stuff. You can even find out and check out my video, Big Sal from Denver as Anarchy. And you should be able to find the video pretty easily, I'm hoping, from that.
Yes, indeed. And I'm Dr. Kush. Tonight, the Watering Bowl. Come down, hang out, put it on the fritz. It's going down at the Watering Bowl. You're going to get Swift for Show Shot, hosted by Chris Carlton. You're going to get Maddie Man. You're going to get Dr. Kush and the whole One Blunt Radio fam. You're going to get Rod Fritz himself.
And Hood Father.
And Hood Father, Yo Hood Studios. Jesse James. It's going down, y'all. It's going down. So make sure y'all get down there. We're gonna have Canada Olympics going on.
I want to join.
That's right.
I want to roll some joints. I'll smoke them too.
We got Canada Olympics kicking off. The best road joint, best road blunt, and the longest dab. And I don't know.
Dab. Like a worm?
Yeah,
Like a big old worm?
yeah.
Oh snap! Ah,
You know, like long jump,
mhm.
long dab.
That sounds fun.
So,
too. Everybody.
That's what we're talking about, player.
Huh. And yep, and I will be doing a lot of different events here pretty soon, and if so, I'll be bringing some wrestlers on the air with us sooner or later after I talk some more business with them. But I am being very, very busy, and I actually got to go to myself.
So, we're out of here, guys.
We are out.
I want to tell you guys, Bear be with us next week, the All-American Wrestling Show.
Wrestling.
Hosted by Big Sound, Dr. Kush, and Bear Quantabomb, Big Bear. We'll see y'all. SOS. Smoke one, son.
Fire it up.
Yeah. Diary of a lyricist. Verse from verse. Yeah. Shout out to the Millers, Mayfields, Mosley, Moores, Dardens, and O'Neills. Yeah. Keep on pushing. Get him, Curtis. I got to keep on pushing. Times is hard. Pockets is short, so I'm still pounding it hard. I hit the block street for street, dough for dough, but I ain't selling drugs no more. I'm pushing air like airtime. I'm flipping rhymes backwards like in rewind. I'm potent it like indie face like I told you before. Hit you with that 1-2 bolo. Oh no, you can find me in the westward one punch. See me on your whole Facebook all lunch. Yeah, gotta keep on pushing. So I think about me in the microphone and I'm spitting verse, song, daily. I grab this microphone, boy, I praise, see. I praise that I get the chance to spit my mind, get to unload, pop one time. My mom's is sick, I go day to day. I watch her walk her struggle, but I'm here today. So I keep on pushing, I keep on pushing. I just keep on pushing, dog. You got my stepdad all up in the place. He's still pushing, but I'm still up in your face. I lost a couple of people that were super close, but I gotta keep on pushing. I love the most. I love it that I got this spit that I don't need no pen or no pad. I got this mind frame, man. This mind frame that make you think, man. How do you spit that or think that at that time, man? Cause I'm a realist, so I spit real flows. I think about my family, I gotta tell you I love you though. I don't say that much, so y'all feel this though. Like Curtis, my people that I didn't meet though. I got to keep on pushing, so I keep on moving. Moving objects out the way, so I keep it doing. I do it moving like T.I. said out in Atlanta. So I grab the mic and y'all better watch a stamper. Scamper, watch out, duck, shoot. I got my red eye beam on. Hot pocket, boy, shot line. Uh-oh, crosshairs, I think I bust now. I'ma keep on moving, dog, so duck now. Yeah, I give a shout out to my fam. I give a shout out to my friends and the crew. I give a shout out to my whole damn movement. I gotta keep on moving, boy, I got to do it. I got to keep on, keep on, keep on. I got to keep on, keep on, keep on. I got to keep on.